What is going on, guys? Today I have two battle reports prepared for you for the new heroes Ellanir and Joren in Call of Dragons. I gathered decent amount of reports, also some talent trees, pets, different combination, Kuma, Ellanir, Kuma, Joren, Kuma, Joren, Ellanir. It's basically so much reports. And we're going to talk about these reports, and maybe this is going to, I believe this is helping people understand better the heroes. So first thing first, I'm going to start from top to bottom. Right now I have from Rex one report, and this is when it's extremely important the situation when this report was generated, and in this case was when it was building this tower. In this case you're sitting outside the Alliance territory, and as you can see the enemy mages are sitting inside the Alliance territory. So I don't expect something crazy here, but you're going to be surprised at how efficient is actually Ellanir in this combo, Goresh with Ellanir, because Ellanir is very close to Kuma. It's very close to Kuma because Kuma, from the combo Goresh Kuma is providing the sustainability. In the combo Goresh with Ellanir is providing this sustainability. And here, as you can see, it's like okay, 13k, 7.5k is not something crazy, but if you go a little more in deep, for example here, you're going to see that Yuming right now the best mage in Call of Dragons and one of the best heroes in the game on the Alliance territory has done 9.4k commander hero skill damage, which is like 5.9 from the main skill. On the other side, Ellanir alone from the first spell is actually generating 2.9 thousand skill damage. And here we're going to check it out, this one. Okay, statistic here, as you can see, is against Yuming with Thunderlane, and the deputy damage that Ellanir has done is 6.9. This is skill damage, we're not talking about the counterattack. 6.9 against 6. It's like 6.9 against 7.6. So you see that Ellanir has done close to the same amount of damage like the Thunderlane, which is absolutely wild. And here, as an artifact, we're having time bomb. I mean, that is absolutely wild. I'm going to just remove myself for a second. Look at the artifact. The artifact is time bomb, which is magic bomb, which is not infantry artifact. But still, if there was a counterattack artifact like, for example, Spirit Bone Torque, is definitely going to be some crazy results right here. So Ellanir end up from point of sustainability and from point of damage do very solid hero just by these two reports. And again, this is Awakened 6-star Yuming under Alliance territory against with Awakened Thunderlane 6-star. And here's the thing with the Thunderlane, she's also giving target damage taken bonuses like 15%. It's also get hitted by the artifact skill 2.6. This is level 5 Dragon Fate. I think maybe it's also with the stacks from the passive stacks from the Dragon Fate, but yeah, this is other topic for this game. So Goresh with Ellanir is looking very solid. This is a very solid combo. Again, it may look like this is, it's not may look like it's negative trade, but this is when the person was just building, not under Alliance territory, get it attacked from Awakened Yuming with Thunderlane, and the damage he actually has done. Now here we're having some other bad boy. This is MPTV. This bad boy actually provided me with a lot of reports, I'm not gonna lie. This is Kuma with Joren or Joren with Kuma. This is the other new hero in the game, Joren. And what we are seeing here, Here is more like more infantry fightings from what I see. Yeah, it's basically infantry against infantry mostly. But from what we see, the hero skill damage 69,000. Why it's impressive this? Because Kuma is not doing damage. All this crazy amount of damage is actually coming from Joren, which is absolutely wild. And here we're having Joren as a commander with Kuma. I strongly believe Kuma should be the commander, but still, as you can see here from the battle report, this bad boy did 87k hero skill damage, and this is against even again Lee Kuan with Kuma, where Kuma is awakened. This Kuma is level 56, by the way. Imagine level 56, level 54 Joren is taking over Lee Kuan and Kuma in open field, and they basically trade better. They even trade better. Absolutely wild. Oh my god. Awakened Garwood. Awakened, what was the name? Madeline. And still better trading from level 45, 50, 56 Kuma. Let's see the statistic. Let me check it out. The Legion. It's like 5112. And Kuma is like 5112. Brother, against awakened heroes is absolutely wild. And this pet is not even having like more from 3 swords. The pet is having like 3 skills. It's like you just catch this pet. It's not even 1 star, the Wolf, and having these 2 skills. It's absolutely wild. Here, maybe going to check it out. This one, 8.2 thousand against 45. Here maybe we can actually see this is against Freya and Kinara. Again here Joren maybe has leveled it up, but you see how solid is Joren with Kuma. Again, I believe Kuma with Joren is better from Joren with Kuma, just because you can actually I'm not so sure it's actually better. What was the infantry that Joren was actually having? This is Joren. It's having PvP mobility and infantry, so it's basically the same infantry like Kuma, with this difference that Kuma is having support and Joren is having mobility. So yeah, I believe it don't actually matter that much. So now let's jump over the next report I have. This is with Ellanir as a garrison. 353 deaths against 1.3 million deaths. And as you can see, Ellanir with Kuma scale absolutely wild. And on the other side, you're having the attacker Lee Kuan with Kuma. So far, Lee Kuan was the best rally hero in Call of Dragons, but the garrison just look wild. And the Ellanir is level 56. It's level 56. It's awakened and has Spirit Bond Torque. Level 5. Both sides are having Spirit Bond level 5. On one side we're having Moon Bear, which, to be fair, with Mossrock Ouroach and Moon Bear, I think they're like on same level, with this exception that the Mossrock Ouroach is giving you 10% stamina just from this spell. It's getting like unity gets 23% HP. 23%. Is it from here? Increase core HP 4. Yeah, it's basically from this spell, from the intense one, you get like 23% HP, which is a solid one for 3 seconds. If the pet triggers this spell every 10 seconds, which is going to happen non-stop since this is a garrison fight, you're going to have 30% covered, maybe 40% covered with this extra 23% HP bonus, which is a solid, to be fair. So yeah, rest, the moon bear is also looking very solid. By the way, something that I notice is in the fight is this spell is doing crazy amount of damage. Now, fierce attack, no joke, fierce attack is doing just crazy amount of damage. Okay, let's check it out, the statistics. The war pet, yeah, look at this thing, fierce attack 822. This is more from the main spell and the second spell of the moon bear all together. The core is actually very solid because it's hitting 2 times. I mean, it's having like two hits, and we're having from counterattack. Now, this pet is absolutely beautiful for open field, many legions to hit you. The moon bear is more like rally builded, especially with the fierce attack, and increase the chance of fierce attack. Fierce attack trigger chance extra 20%. So here we have like 40. So the trigger chance is very solid. A fierce attack deals, yeah, it's basically a lot of boosters for the fierce attack. It's a single target, I want to mention that. Till the counter attack is multiple target. So yeah, very solid from point of pet, but at the end of the day, from point of heroes, 1.9 million damage from Ellanir, 1.1 million damage from Li Kuang. This is 800k difference. Both of these two heroes are awakened at level 56 is Ellanir, but these don't matter that much when you're in the garrison. Normally the levels of one hero matter for the capacity of your legion on the open field, but it don't actually matter in the garrison that much. And here's the deputy. Even his Kuma here, the Kuma even get more HP, by the way. War pet skill. Yeah, we already checked it out, war pet. And there is one more fight. This is Freya with Agnar against Ellanir with Kuma. Here is again some brutal difference. 197k deaths and 559k on the enemy side. Let's check out the statistic. 1 million damage from the commander. 1.4 million damage from the Freya, by the way. Now this thing, it's looking complete trash, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's doing like 25k, but I don't know, I don't like this spell. 25k, 1.4 million, the main skill. Still Freya did more damage here. Agnar is also did pretty nice damage. Kuma drain a lot. The pets is looking close to by power. Again, the fierce attack is actually very solid. Here the pet is actually performing way better from the moon bear. But the counter attack here we're having like 1 million normal attack and 2.4 million counter attack. So counter attack actually destroy this legion. Also, when the Kuma drain, it increased your elimination rate because the enemy is having less HP. This is also something that we want to mention at the end of the day. Here we're having one more fight. This was Tumania against a League One with Joren. Was Tumania as a commander or as a garrison. You see, yeah, I mean 6.9 million against 2 million. These are very good trades, by the way. Is Agnar actually having the this tower tree? Is it when garrison is strong hill? Okay, he's having the garrison's tower tree, I guess. And Freya is most likely to be the commander. But yeah, as you can see, here the traits are very in a favor of Wastumania. Now, yeah, obviously he's having like 3 times more troops, but still, it's a very solid trait. Now from there, let's jump to Dr. Sleepy Fish. Oh, he actually provided me with a lot of reports, which I really like it. And this is the two new heroes altogether, like 6 stars. Ellanir is awakened, Joren is still not awakened. But let's check out some of the reports. 46k, 85k from the enemy side. Let's check it out what we have as buffs. It's like awakened. Oh no, it's actually Joren close to be awakened. It's like 5553. 5555 awakened. Lilia, Thea, fully awakened. And this is a fair Farjurak. Venom Lizard. I wonder how much damage the Venom Lizard has done. 6.3k Venom Lizard and 2.1k Sapphire Farjurak. I'm not joking, but I start seeing, because I'm mage main, I fight against infantry. Slowly I start building infantry, I start building cavalry. The most WoW performing pets in Cow Dragons is the mage one. For first look, you look at this Sapphire Farjurak and you see some good damage. You also have this thing with the spirit, so there is extra legions added to get hitted. And still, this is very bad performing pet. It's like 3 times more damage the Venom Lizard has done. Normal attack, look at this thing. Normal attack and counterattack, and at the same time counterattack 20k. It's absolutely wild. Very, very solid. Very solid legion at the end of the day. 34k merits. 263k heroes. And keep in mind, we're seeing that this is Yuming, Bertrand Tohar, Yuming, Thunderlin, Talea, Lilia, Thea. I mean, majority of the cases is actually a ranged legions that is hitting this legion, and still the Ellanir and Joren has done more damage from the enemy heroes. I mean, it's like 100k more damage. Obviously, the enemy with the artifacts has done more damage, 50k, and the war pets is way in favor of Dr. Sleepy Fish. Let's check out some other report. Here, as you can see, it's like 1 to 2. Again, very solid presence of the hero skill damage. Here we're having also artifact. I'm curious from where this artifact actually is coming. Which artifact? Oh, Courage Rush. Now, this artifact, Shield of Strudiness, is actually a very solid one, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's actually push you inside the enemy. It's push you inside the enemy bow. And at the same time, it's providing you with defense stats. It's not like the blink arrow that is giving you cavalry attack that you basically don't need. This one is way better from point of making merits and jumping inside in the enemy legions. Obviously, same Venom Lizard. Very good traits at the end of the day. And still, look at the damage the heroes has done. Bro, this is wild. And maybe we're going to check it out. One more report from Dr. Sleepyfish. Here it's like 157k, 130. 372k damage from the heroes, 121k from the enemy heroes. The normal attacks on the enemy side is more, but the counter attack is 263. It's absolutely wild. It's absolutely wild how strong this combo is. And here we're having Sakamoto. Sakamoto is also giving his pet, by the way. This is his pet. We're going to talk about the pet also. Here we're having Battle Summary. 108k hero damage is basically same like the enemy hero skill damage, but as you can see, it's Yuming, Velin, Margaret Zeta, Sindrian Frygar, Velin, Lilia. I have no idea why somebody put Velin with Lilia, not Lilia with Velin. And as you can see, it's mostly ranged heroes here. where the trades actually happen, and still this performed absolutely nice. The war pet did 90k, and I show you guys the war pet. This is nothing. Okay, it's not actually nothing because it's like 23, 22, 45% critical rate and 65% critical damage. On top of that, like 20% physical damage bonus and counterattack. It's just a very nice builded pet, I'm not gonna lie. Very nice builded pet. And here we have one more report. 364 heroes damage against 128, way better. The pet is crushing it. No joke, the pet is look at this cavalry, brother. This is Bakshi with Emrys. Just got destroyed, man. Just got destroyed. And here we're having from Sarah some reports. This is when the hero come out. And those reports is more like in Roots of War. Something like this, where people test with Up the Milkman. And you can see as a garrison how well performing is against this League 1. And if I show you, you can see the difference, bruh. Both of these two heroes are very solid. The pets is very solid. With the only difference, this Botroar is like 2-star. Till the enemy Botroar is like 3-star. Also this pet, how many swords is going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's 8 swords against 8, but it's close to mirror what is here. Maybe exception is advanced coil, getting some more damage. But yeah, as you can see, it's absolutely wow. This is a very solid legion with the best artifact for League 1 and Kuma. And here we're having just counterattack. I guess this is going to reflect over the counterattack outcome. Yeah, like 120k counterattack difference. The war pet, obviously, Up the Milkman war pet did better damage. And from point of damage, Ellanir and Joren, look at this thing, brother. Just the damage here is absolutely wild, absolutely wild. And this is the this is what end up to be as outcome from this. And here we have one more. This is Kuma with Joren, and as you can see, Kuma with Joren, 24k, 70 wounded against 63, and you can see, brother. It's looking very nice. War pet 110k. What is the war pet of this combo? Oh my god. Now I'm curious. Okay, it's actually Mosrock Ouroach, and it's a very solid build one. It's 3-star, 3-star. Here we have like 2-star. And yeah, oh my god. This actually, here we have a Sand Lizard, which is a very not well developed Sand Lizard, to be fair. Still very good report from Gurki. And yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, here we get some reports from this bad boy with Joren, Kuma with Joren, but he was alone against everybody from pot. I don't think he actually gets some crazy results. Also, is it Awakened? Yeah, it's actually Awakened. But it's like 4-star. From the statistic, his Joren didn't actually do so much damage. It's like 54k damage from Joren. But yeah, guys, just wanted to show you some reports from what is going on, what was happening lately with in Call of Dragons with the new infantry heroes, what to expect from them, what kind of pet work perfectly well. I believe the new pet is absolutely wild with Ellanir and Joren. If you got that far in this video, don't forget to hit one like. Also subscribe for more Call of Dragons content. Here I'm going to put one video, you can go and check it out. It may be going to be interesting for you. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.